Alrighty, what's up, guys? Here we go. We've got another StarCraft battle right here. This will be a 3v3 on Sands of Strife. It will be me, Mark, and Shad playing here. Mark will be playing the red Zerg. Shad will be playing the teal Terran, and I will be playing the blue Terran. We'll be going up against Canran Ban playing the orange Terran. Guy playing the purple Protoss and Dracozar playing the yellow Protoss. Now, this match was kind of interesting because Guy and Dracozar we had played prior to this point. We had actually played them for the past two matches just in the 3v3 ladder, which was kind of awkward because we knew what they did and they knew what we were going, so we were trying to decide how we were going to switch it up. Now, Shad usually goes bio all the way usually for him. So he decided that he was going to go Hellion Harass first and switch into bio, which definitely helps because you can tell what's going to happen. They're not going to know. They're going to see the Hellions and they're going to think, well, he's probably going mech then. So they're going to go anti-mech, but then when the bio comes, it's going to mess them up. So I decided, you know what, I think I'm just going to mess around a little bit this match. It's the third time we've played them. We've beat them already the other two times. So I decided I'm just going to go all SCVs and just do nothing but SCVs, which was kind of funny. And Mark Noah was going to go Lings, Banelings, and Mutas, which actually I believe he switched. He was going to go Lings, Mutas, and he switched into Roach Muta, which was a good idea because Shad is going a lot of bio to fight bio, so Mark would naturally want to keep going with that, and he wants to take on some heavier things like that, which is good. Definitely seeing as we have two Protoss guys, I'll probably go a lot of Zealots, and Zealots not very good against Roaches. So we do see here that Dracozar does throw up the Forge after the Gateway, which Mark is going to spot here. Yep, Mark is number one. There we go. Mark is going to spot that here and see that he does throw up the second Gateway, and he is going Photon Cannon here in defense. Not a big deal. He does see the Zealot there. And we do see here that Guy does go with a very defensive style. Both of them really went with a very defensive style. They both went with Forge right after Gateway to get those photon cannons because the way that Mark and Shad enjoy to play is they enjoy to go with about a 7-minute harassment. 6 or 7-minute harassment with usually Mark goes Lings and Shad enjoys to go a lot of usually bio, but he was going to go with Hellion Harass at this point to help stop that and slow that down. We are going to see here he does finish off that reactor, pull off that barracks, throw on the factory to replace it, speed up that Hellion production, and Mark does have these Lings out. I do block off my base with supply depots and throw up the CC, which I have the engineering bay going up to get planetary fortresses, double gas at this point, lots of SCVs, and I am working on the structure armor, which personally I find to be so effective if you're going to do this game style, especially against a Zerg, because supply depots have one armor to start off, and the structure armor gives them +2, so they become 3 armor. And if you check these Zerglings here, their attack is 5 when it hasn't been upgraded. So they only do 2 damage to these buildings, which is really nothing. So anything behind it, if you stick SCVs behind it, they will never be able to break this wall. It's never going to fall. If you look at Marines, Marines only do a slight bit more damage. They don't do much more damage than what these Zerglings do. No, they only do 6 damage. So they're only going to do 3 damage to those walls, while Zealots do 8, so they're going to do 5 damage, which is a little bit more than any of the others, but it's still not going to be very effective. They're going to lose a lot of money trying to do it. We do see Shad here moving out with his Hellions to do some harassment on the Terran guy, Well, he does. Mark also brings his Zerglings here. Don't know why he was rallying at that point. A little bit peculiar. I think he was a little confused on where the wall, on the where the ramp was. But Shad coming in here, just roasting up so many SCVs, so much, just dying here. It's so hard to stop Hellions. They're so effective if you let them in and you don't have a lot. This poor tank here is just not going to survive. It's going to get completely crushed here by these Zerglings and everything. And these Marines not going to have a chance. That SCV is, I believe, going to survive. That Marauder does jump inside of there. That SCV is going to die. That one is going to die as well, but that Marauder jumps inside of that bunker. It does kill off 2 of those Hellions, which are eventually going to be finished up by this tank here that's going to come out. The tank is on move command, though, so not very good. Not the best style that you could have done there. He does stick it in siege mode, which is just going to finish that off. But the style of this not only completely shut down Gee's production and resources, it also, or not Gee's, but not Gee's, but Canran Band's production and resources, but it also forced Gee here to put photon cannons in his natural expansion, which is 450 minerals that he put into photon cannons for defense against a harassment. Not something that you naturally would have wanted to do. You do see here that he is going Void Rays, so not a huge problem. He does definitely need that expansion, though, with the gas to be able to fund this style. But, you know, not going to be too big of a problem. You are going to see here that Drakazar does respond to our little harassment by doing a bit of a warp prism drop here in Mark's main, which is very effective. These zealots, although, are not going to be so effective against these roaches here. They are going to kill them all off, though, but because of that +1 attack. But I do bring in here the mighty SCVs. They will slowly but surely kill off this stalker here, and they will go in and kill off that stalker as well, with only losing one of them. This one, with only 1 HP, just one shot would kill that SCV, but it's not gonna happen. They are gonna kill off that one as well. We are gonna go in and start fighting off all the other ones, but it is not gonna matter. We're just gonna drill this one to death as well, but it's not gonna be in time. Just one last shot is gonna kill that spawning pool, but he's still safe. He does still have that roach warren up. He's going to need to replace that spawning pool soon, but not going to be too big of a problem. And, you know, I believe that our harassment was much more effective than their harassment on Mark, because Mark still does have 19 drones on on the supply line there, 17 there. Just, it wasn't as effective. And me, I have 24 here, 21 here. That's so much minerals coming in. I realize that, yeah, obviously I do have only SCVs, so it's not like it's not like I'm doing that and units at the same point. But Mark here, just beautiful, beautiful macro here, with so many drones going up to keep on this economy going here. Just insane. He's floating 2,000 minerals, got plenty of minerals going here. He is then now going to start the Spire, which is going to, if he can get that up and keep this this economy going here at this point, taking a third, very key. Going to really boost that economy up to late game economy. Fourth would be nice here, but really there's not going to be enough bases at this point to really successfully take a fourth until later. This would be a nice spot for a fourth here. But Shad now taking his second. Me, I got my first. I'm throwing up a orbital command here. Or it's going to be a planetary fortress, sorry. That's going to help defend against a frontal attack going against Shad or a Marknell. But we are going to see these 5 Void Rays here. They are going to go for these destructible rocks here and really take that down. Or eventually they will. There we go. Now they're going to take down those destructible rocks so that the Gi can get that expansion here to these rich minerals, which will definitely assist him in this Void Ray production. He's definitely going to get help with that Void Ray production with the assistance of the rich minerals. It's definitely going to help that out. We do see here Shad building up that bio army, getting that thing all together. And me just keep going with that. Mark just keep on going. He does have the Spire up now. We are going to see Mark is throwing up 6 mutas at this point. Now coming up, he's already got 5 out. And he's just going this mass muta, just insanity at this point. He does have the +1 attack on those roaches. And I don't know. He is going for the +2 attack. He does have the +2 attack done for them, and he is going for the +1 air attack, so to help his mutas out. That is definitely a huge thing. I always go for that. Very successful, and we do see here that Shad is able to orbital command is gonna burn off and die. And just very unfortunate for Canran Ban here. He has got to be just absolutely livid at this point. He's finally kind of getting back on his feet. And then just like that, his complete production just is over. And he is going to throw up these Widow Mines here to try and fight off any type of drops or anything that comes back to this area here. But it's really not going to matter. He is going to go here to expand here and get some more minerals. I do have these rich minerals, which I couldn't be asked to destroy these rocks here. It's just not... What wasn't interested enough. Shad does go do it, but I don't believe I ever actually move my CC into that position. Shad does tell me, put some turrets here and an orbital command just in case he tries to fly over and do some drops or harassment, or a doom drop going in from that side. We obviously see that's not going to be a problem because the Terran player is really so just out of the game here. That is a lot of Void Rays, though, coming in here. Take a look here. I do have 94 SCVs out right now, but that is 18 Void Rays, just very good at being able to do something with that, but it's just not going to be enough. Mark's 40 mutas are just going to be too much for those Void Rays, and they're just going to clean right through them without a problem. They are going to lose about 15 mutas are going to be lost there, but it does take out every single one of those Void Rays at that point, and now he lost so much minerals there. So much minerals lost because of those Void Rays. When we look here, it's just such a difference here. Each one of them is at least at 4,000 resources lost. Mark knows the only one of us that are above 4,000. We are going to see every one of these pretty much crash and die here. Just not going to be even a point. Mark is going to go in here and just clean off all those tanks pretty much. That is a lot. That is a good placed bomb there that will do a lot of damage, but it's just not going to be enough. We're going to see the forces just move in here, and that's just going to be over. It's not going to be a point. Canran Ban's force is gone. Gi, just all those photon cannons, but it's just not going to be enough. We're just going to roll right through every single one of them and just completely take out all the pylons, so no production is going to continue. That's going to be the end of that. We are going to see Dragozar move in with forces here and try and fight off some of these forces. But he's gone. He's done. Then there goes Canran Ban, and in just a few seconds we are going to see. Yep, there you go. Dragozar does GG from the match. He actually doesn't GG, but he does leave. They're a little upset. You know, just that mass amount of mutas there. They're just not able to keep up with that mass amount of mutas. We do have these roaches back at the base just in case it failed to move in, but anything air was going to die here. It really didn't matter. Anything air was not going to be able to move in and do any damage to us, and if it was ground forces, we just had too much. Really, they weren't going to get out of here as soon as I would have thrown up some planetary fortresses, so it wasn't going to matter where they wanted to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. It was definitely a fun match to go. stay tuned. There is, like I said, going to be plenty more videos coming out. The schedule is going to be regular again. I am going to be looking to place out a lot more 1v1 videos of not only my 1v1s, but I am also going to see to get some videos from Shad and Mark, as well as two of my other buddies that are in my clan, Dragon Eye and Silent Man, who both good players, both good Zerg players. So we are going to look to see some more videos from them in 1v1s, and I do have a video of me, Mark, and Silent doing a 3v3, which is definitely an interesting match. I do go mass SCV again in that match, and it is interesting. We'll leave it at that. It is an interesting match. So definitely stay tuned for that one. It will be coming up in the next few days or so. I will be putting that one up. So if you liked the video, please like it, please subscribe, and definitely stay tuned for more StarCraft 2 videos, as well as the Let's Play I'm going to come out with for Dev Tycoon. So stay tuned. See y'all later.